Hello everyone, this is Sri Mai Majumdar from Swami Vivekanand Institute. Today I'll be dealing with non-verbal communication. Communication basically is verbal. We use words, but there are ways where we can communicate not so much through words but through physical gestures, through facial expression, gestures, postures, etc. And these are absolutely integral parts of communication. Without non-verbal methods, communication is incomplete. There are various methods of nonverbal communication, such as gestures, postures, facial expression, physical appearance, eye contact. By gestures, we mean mainly physical or body movements. Postures are poses. Facial expressions are obviously, it needs no expressions, reading through the face, expressions of the face. Physical appearance is something the way we dress, the uniform, or the particular style of uniform or dress, and finally, eye contact. By gestures, generally, the first part is we would think about the movement of the hands. Supposing it's a handshake or a namaskar, by Indian words, by the Indian custom, it means greetings. It does not require any word as such. Supposing you are nodding, that means you are agreeing to a statement. If you turn your head from left to right or right to left, it means you are disagreeing. And sometimes all a V sign, for example, a V sign, or sometimes we use thumbs down or thumbs up expressions, all have different meanings. These are gestures through which we actually communicate with people. Facial movements are very, very interesting subjects. A snarl, a frown, a broad smile, everything communicates your feelings or what you are thinking about. Posture basically means poses. Physical poses are many which can indicate in what state you are. When you are sprawled on the bed, listless, you don't want even to open your eyes, that is exhaustion. Suddenly you see someone radiant with a smile. Suddenly he gets up. This is happiness. Or maybe sometimes you will see someone with his head resting on the table and he's listless also. That is depression. Sometimes in the classroom we see students absolutely focused on the board or on the talk. He is resting his chin on his palms and immobile, ready to absorb everything that is happening. That is attention. Sometimes you will see slit eyes, very curious, absorbed, or very curious to know what is the matter, what is the material in front of him. It could be a picture, it could be a puzzle, and that is curiosity. All these poses tell you, communicate to you the state of being of a person. As I told you before, nonverbal communication is an integral part of our communication system, our life, in fact. And there are so many advantages. Without nonverbal movements, if a man speaks stiffly without moving his body or face, he doesn't seem normal. Therefore, this is apart from this first normal advantage of non-verbal communication. Let's analyze these 4 points. Supposing we are in a foreign land and we do not know the language, we are very thirsty. In spite of talking a lot, no one understands. You can just gesture for a glass of water and it works like a magic. And obviously, coming to the second point, it consumes less time. Not only it consumes less time, it brings impact. It makes our communication stronger. It is also suitable for sensitive situation. What do we mean by sensitive situation? It is a situation where a body movement speaks louder than words. Maybe your friend has lost someone. Maybe there is a bad news. A simple hug can express your feelings of love, cooperation, and that is the duty of non-verbal communication. But there are certain disadvantages also. It lacks versatility. What do we mean by versatility? It is not a rounded communication. It does not cover all angles. Just as you see that you may not read the face correctly. You think that you have got the meaning right, but maybe the person is acting, giving wrong expressions just to confuse you. Another thing, it may not be suitable from a distance. You cannot read a person's face or movements or gestures if you are looking at him from a distance, and vice versa. You may get confused. And lastly, this type of confusion can bring ambiguity. That means unclear results. You may not be absolutely sure about what you are reading from the non-verbal communication is correct. So, in spite of all its advantages, there are gray areas of non-verbal communication about which we should be aware. I have completed the first part of non-verbal communication. We will have more discussions on it. Thank you so much for being with us.